saying something. Now those big intakes, we were kidding about the FOD, but as the FOD trucks go down the crowd line right now, give them a wave, everybody, but what they do is very, very important for your engines.
Saves us a lot of time, especially a lot of money, Rob. We get a FOD impact on the blades. It's usually a motor change, a lot of work for the Marines, a lot of money to the taxpayers. It takes away a lot of practice from our pilots.
We're going to see a demonstration of the Magic Carpet Ride in just a moment as the AV-8B Harrier 2 from VMA 214.
VMA.
Here comes your United States Marine Corps AV-8B Harrier 2 Plus.
Here he goes.
Spooling up. We're going to see some high-speed passes here and a real demo.
Should see a real short takeoff here, Rob. Discernible, Rob.
Now the Brits have their own version of the Harrier.
They did. The GR9, they're not operating anymore. We actually purchased all their aircraft a few years back to use as parts for our fleet of jets.
That have been, it's been serving since the late 1970s, right?
Yeah, there have been a few variants. Our aircraft was very similar to the GR9 in a lot of respects, different in others, but a lot of the parts are interchangeable. And from the right, Captain Tofu Reyes can demonstrate a high-speed pass in the Harrier, coming in at about 500 knots, Rob.
That's 575 miles an hour, under the speed of sound, but whoa, does it go? We're even getting some vapors this morning.
Good vapes.
Now, it doesn't go faster than the speed of sound, does it?
We're limited to Mach 1 or 585, depending on your altitude. We're usually Mach limited up high and airspeed limited, indicated speed limited down low.
But the speed is not so important as it is the ability to get in close to protect the Marines and other soldiers on the ground.
The unique capabilities of the VSTOL with the Harrier allow us to operate out of austere and short field locations around the world.
And keeping the airplane up front, close to the battle area, gets it more, well, keeps it on station longer and better. Now, I was just looking underneath the wings, Wack. I see those pylons. Tell me a little bit about what those are for.
You know, we can hang all sorts of weapons, pieces of ordnance from the wings, air missiles, bombs, rockets, and gun rock.
So, and it weighs in what, 13-something thousand pounds?
So empty weight of our 9 attacks, you're looking at about 15,000. The radar adds another 1,000 pounds for 16,000. And then you can essentially double the empty weight in any mix of fuel, ordnance, or other loadout.
Oh boy. Now he's slowing down. You want to explain? He's going to get noisy, so why don't you tell the folks what's going to happen?
So Tofu, Captain Reyes is slowing down. He'll come in for our deceleration to the hover. He's going to intentionally overshoot the spot, Rob, to demonstrate the vertical hover capabilities of the Harrier. After overshooting the spot, he's going to back up to the spot, face back up to the crowd. He's going to go left or right, his choice. Once he gets back to show center, do what we call a pedal turn. He'll get on the rudder and spin it 360, demonstrate the more unique capabilities of the Harrier and the hover. He's going to land, spin it, let the motor cool down for a few minutes, and then do his vertical takeoff. At the vertical takeoff, he'll suck up the gear, turn away from the crowd, and show another impressive vertical takeoff like he did yesterday.
Without airflow over the control surfaces, how can he maneuver?
So we've got reaction control system, RCS. It's basically taking high pressure air from the engine and ducting it to the wingtips, the nose, and the tail.
So it's like a little mini jet.
It is. There's a lot of magic.
Aha! We love that. The Magic Carpet Ride, your United States Marine Corps AV-8B Harrier 2 Plus. Miramar. A big round of applause for the AV-8B Harrier 2 Plus and Tofu. I don't even want to ask where he got the name.
They're pretty unique.
I'm sure they are.
They sure are.
Now, we saw the reaction control system. Well, we didn't see it. We saw its effects as he sashayed, did the pedal turn.
Yep.
And then something I've never asked. When he was still 10 or 15 feet off the ground, the sound started to go away. Was he in some sort of ground effect at that point, that why he could pull the throttle back so soon?
Yeah, so as the air comes back up off the ground, Rob, it can push up on the underside of the aircraft. You get a phenomenon called cobblestone. So as you come down, you kind of get hung up in cobblestones a little bit. That air is actually going to help silence the engine from the rest of the crowd there as you get in close to the ground like that.
I've noticed this forever, and first time I've ever had a chance to ask the question.
If you get a breezy or gusty day, usually you're not going to experience that. The wind is going to kind of blow that cushion of air out from underneath the aircraft. You're not going to quite experience the silencing effect of the air coming back up. And that
Cool enough. Going to get noisy
wind
again, everybody. Let's watch the AV-8B2 Harrier Plus. If you will, but this is the first weekend I've ever seen it totally turn tail and just go straight away from
You know,
us.
I think he might have outdone himself today, Rob. Yesterday was pretty impressive. I think today might have been a little bit more so.
He got the nose up. Now, the four nozzles, two of them are taking jet exhaust straight down. There are two nozzles, and they're behind the wing. Two nozzles in front of the wing. They're not exhaust, though.
We've got four, Rob. We got the cold nozzles in the front, the hot nozzles in the back. Cold is just basically bypass air from the engine. You get the two aft nozzles, the hot nozzles. That's where all of your exhaust out of the combustion chamber is coming from. But
So you got a four-poster bed to ride on.
You really
right?
do. You got two on either side. They all move at the same time with the nozzle lever. You got the throttle on the left, where you would expect a normal throttle to be. Right next to it, you've got the nozzle lever, and as you move that, you move all four nozzles at the same time, essentially at an instantaneous rate. Wherever you put the lever, that's where the nozzles go.
And they will rotate in excess of 90 degrees.
So we can go straight down, and then we can go almost 20 degrees forward to either assist in slowing down as you come in for the hover, or on a fast landing, conventional landing, you can use them essentially as a thrust reverser and put them forward and help direct that thrust forward and not after.
This is the airplane the Marines on the ground like to see because it does CAS.
Close air support, our bread and butter.
Here comes the Harrier once again. That is simply amazing, and I've seen it so many times. It's still a
It really doesn't
superb
get
demo.
old. No.
How long have you been flying it?